Wonder what the difference is between create a broadcast and keep and stream. Just create a broadcast is. It's an interesting question. It asks you right there at the end. I think I'm live. As usual, we're going to go check. Yes. I never remember exactly where to look. But we found it. It says we're live. Hey everybody. Welcome to the Neverending Build. We are going for broke on the settings this time, baby. I have just now finally turned to the gain for the mic. Just stop trying to attenuate at all. So I can make that thing turn red with the slightest of P. Just keep that thing red. Because I watch my streams back and I'm annoyed by how quiet I am. When you annoy yourself, that's when it's time to make a change to your settings. So here we are in the in Valheim. What I've been doing lately, and what I think I'm going to do at least one time tonight, is explore seeds. Because I'm looking for a favorable land layout for like a new world. Shopping seed, in other words. We're looking for some place that's. I got a couple that I like so far. I've found a couple that were quite interesting, but we're just randomly generating seeds and going in with this character. Now, the thing I don't like about this is doing this maintenance is universally causing my cloud sync to go out of sync. I'm calling the world Dutera, and I begin the exploration of a new seed by removing everything in there that has to do with its former self. I'm really careful not to mess with growly land in this process. But like I said, this tends to cause growly land to go out of sync, but then I just take the cloud sync every time, and I've been good so far. So we go on back, and Redley, our world explorer guy, who is we have just allowed to be supernaturally super skilled at everything. He gets all his stuff for free. He's got the best kind of armor you could wear if you just want to run around and explore. And on top of that, for this particular process, we have also allowed ourselves the cheat of flying to just get the layout of a piece of land. So we begin this process by beginning again, and we just each time we just give it the same name. Eventually we'll find one that we really like. This one's got an unusual pattern that came out that suggests the word unquiet somehow to my mind. So hey, maybe this is going to be the one. Once it's done, we move into this world with this character, and we proceed to look around. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. One of the things I did as an experimental approach to this was to take my old seed and put it in, and then just fly around that as a brand new world. And it was surprising I could recognize big parts of it, even though it wasn't. The trees aren't anything like mine world. There's all kinds of things that are different, but you recognize the landforms and stuff. So that was interesting. And when I started up my new world and I flew around it and I assessed it, I don't know what I would have found good about it. So I don't know exactly what I'm looking for here. I'm hoping whatever it is will suggest itself with a loud voice sometime soon. It takes a while to get one of these started as it builds the whole world. Sort of. I don't know what it does in this process, to tell you the truth. It just gets everything sort of formatted and ready to go. Writes you a brand new database with a randomly generated slice of some sort of a major landmass that gives you different continents and stuff, and puts them in different places and causes the land masses around you to be the right shape, whatever that shape should be. You get a brief look at it without any trees just at the beginning. So the first thing you do is observe it from the stones, from the starting point of the stones, and the first thing I notice is mostly level around it. One of the things I have been looking for is mostly level. This isn't quite level. This goes down, but that's not really bad. Over here we got a mega drop off, it looks like. Yeah, Jesus, going out to an ocean. All right. Okay, I don't see anything wrong with it. The first thing I want to know is that I'm going to have a place to build something. The only thing I've got experience really in building with is something that sort of overlooks this. But you want it to be sort of level if you can get it. because you can raise the earth and lower the earth quite a bit. So you get a lot of choices. This isn't bad as a place where you could like begin building a base, a home of some kind. Just pick your shape and start building something out. Oh, I like that view. Straight across the stones through the sunrise like that. That's nice. Okay. The seed is starting to have a few things going for it. So this guy doesn't put up with monsters too much. And to get an idea what is around the place, since we now say I got a kind of couple of favorable things I found about, okay, I could start right here and I'm right by the stones. It goes up a little. Maybe over there is another good one. I don't know. From here, what we should probably do is just step ourselves over in here. And this is a cheat we do not allow ourselves in when we play vanilla Valheim, but when we just want to find out what's around, we try to remember how to use keyboard. We just fly. So, we can get up here and get around. I thought that might go down to a coast and down, but this is just downhill. Look at this. It's a mountain. It's a wooded mountainside. It goes way down. It's not close to the ocean. So one of the things I've been hoping to have is something that's close. Sort of coastal is what I was hoping for. I found a couple that were coastal. But not being coastal doesn't disqualify it necessarily. It's got some other things going for it. It's over here. Clear spot. Yeah. It's in the woods for sure. Deep in the woods. This side. You're in the woods here. Man, this just goes. First clear spot. Way over here. And then the clear spots are... Is it me or are these tiny? Let's go and have a look at that from ground level and see if it still looks tiny to me. Yes. It does still look tiny. Tiny open area. An open area so small, it's completely enclosed. This is a deep forest this thing is in. There's a lot of it. Wow. The estate could go on forever. Look at all this area back here. That's all backyard if I want it. Got a nice feature out here too. Cliff. Nice big cliff. Might be some scenic opportunities to be had here. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. I kind of like that. That's very cool. What is it down here? This is a big open area. Ooh, it's got character. A great deal of character. It's very cool back here. This is a neat seed. I like this seed in a lot of ways. Man, is it deep in a forest. Holy cow. This is cool if you want one that feels very remote. The big open area here. Oh, it's the stones. I'm back at the stones. I don't know what's down here yet. Big open areas. I haven't yet seen there. There's the Black Forest. First, I think that's the first of it I've seen. Nice. And mountain right behind. Interesting. Mountain. I don't know how close this is. Is this close? Yes. I would pronounce this close for mountain. And it's not a freaking small mountain either. Ooh. Okay. I wonder if motor's up here. Because this would be very close to have motor be. I don't know. Neat. This would be the closest I think I'd ever had is mountains, and it's just through this narrowest little patch of Black Forest. Where does this Black Forest go, though? Could it possibly be that there's not that much of it over here? Yeah, here's some more. Deeper down there, and then the shore. Wow. The stones on the seed are just smack dab in the middle of an enormous quantity of extremely defensible Black Forest. What's this? We got a little bit of Black Forest right here. No, we're getting further away there. I'm getting lost. I'm so far away. It's just so much forest. What's this? Maybe there's a patch of Black Forest somewhere over here. We're kind of cheating, but getting an idea of this is something we want to have. No, look at this. You just got to go forever before you see any. still meadow all along this shore. You gotta be kidding me. This is a freaking king of the meadows. It's an isolated little patch of black forest right there. Interesting. Split by meadows. I don't know what we would call this one. This is the impossibly impenetrable meadow. Here's where Black Forest begins over on this side. It's still very far away. All the way down through here. Got a little mixed zone right here. We get to the edge of the mountain. It's meadows down between the mountain and this smaller mountain. Interesting. Wonder if this is enough to like make wolves and stuff pop up. But it is. Keeps going along the backside of the mountains, still all meadows. Meadow Fortress. That's what I would call this place. A little bit of Black Forest, you get around all the way around to back here. Wow. Okay. We'll make some notes about this world. And we'll consider it. The notes will say specifically something like has impossibly large amount of meadows, forested meadows. Just goes on and on and on. Yikes. The more that I fill in, the bigger it gets. It's Lost in the Woods. That's the name of this. Let's see. Back to the center. There's that nice cliff that we found that's not too far away from the center, but we're over here, right? Yes. Oof. Not too fast. Cool seed. One to definitely think about. So rather than doing that, though, I'm going to keep doing that. You can do that. You can do a couple of those in a night and get an idea about them, but a lot of them come up and they're just goofy. They're broken and strange. And I found a few that are right where the one thing that one does not have going for it is coastal coverage. That one's a long trip from the nearest big coast to the center. I don't think I want to do another one of those. I want to have some ocean close by. So this one's kind of out, but it's got interesting possibilities for, I don't know. Instead of this, we are going to take our actual character, that's Growly, down into Growly Land. I leave these as clouds because it's just easy. Everything defaults to cloud. I don't use very much cloud storage at all. We use cloud storage for our primary world, Growly Land. And in here is where we just play strict vanilla Valheim. Let's see where we were. It's not really dark in the house. The rendering engine display has not yet caught up and shown me the fires. We're in comfort 19, so let's just get rested. Stay right here. Did the lights go out? It's the middle of the night. It's always the middle of the night when we join. Or another simpler way of saying it's just always the middle of the night in my world. We were going out to the lake house to I did a roof access on the lake house. I didn't do it on stream. Just got the bug one night and built it up. I don't know how it turned out. I don't know exactly what the character of this place is overall. It's a big modernist thing in the Black Forest. We've been here before. I'm not sure if I've worked at this place on the stream many times in the old stream. I don't believe I've done it here on YouTube. This is the Dark North Kung Fu Lake House. In its finalist form that we have drawn it to thus far. And the project down here was to get a specific roof access. And it's middle of the night. And we are late game, so shit like this is showing up to kick our ass. It's pretty common to join the game and forget to eat and run out here and get killed by a couple of these. But not today. Instead, we're going to collect their junk and take it with us, I guess. What's to do with all this junk? It's middle of the night, of course, raining shitty out here. Always that way. Let's get ourselves situated here. This thing's roof became big enough to where it's anytime you get a large enough roof, you should treat that as like a place in your house, a place that you need to provide access to, in fact. And so we did a roof access. Turn on my light and at least allow me to see. I always want to go look at the stream and just make sure everybody else can see this a lot better than I can. And this is just an extension. We bumped that thing right out. I like the way you can see it through the windows here and here. Otherwise, you just saw the trees through there, which is kind of cool, which was also cool, but it's kind of interesting. You actually see structure through these windows now. We've got a spiral in here. It just takes us up to a little push right here. And you pop right out on the roof. It's always good birding in here, but always. You can go up here, there's like 4 birds standing around, usually. Put in some new lighting. So the thing we just talked about in that last seed, the fact that I didn't have ocean access on my primary house. This was the first place I built in Valheim where I was like, I'm going to build a place where that problem would be solved. And this became the Dark North Lake House in my world. And I don't know, this is its most recent rebuild. It's been a bunch of different buildings, but now it's this thing, which I think is kind of cool. The big thing it's got is it definitely has just ocean. I built a dock that comes into this thing it's built for a longship, one longship exactly. Because it's like, we haven't yet extended this place to where it's like you pull a Drakkar in here. Yeah, maybe that would be kind of a cool extension. You go that way with the house. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Yeah, maybe someday, future project. For now, we just completed this one out here. I'd like to see it in the daytime. I don't think I myself have looked at it. Once again, did some of this goofy trestle stuff. It's just a big thing that pops out onto the edge out here, and then this is all decorative. None of that, precisely none of all of that needs to be there. It hangs itself up there with iron. That's just a loop that goes around. I don't think I changed the loop all that much. I brought it up a little higher. And it's so terrific if we get to sit and look into the dark. We always just go home and sleep the night off. It's the thing I always forget to do. By now, it's probably just about morning. But we can get ourselves all checked up and into whatever mode we want to be in order to go out and do whatever it is we're going to do. Probably go look for something to build. I had another project. When I looked at this one, there was another one I looked at and went, oh, yeah, I remember where that is. Okay, let's get ourselves, how are we doing on arrows? Oh, way better than we should be. We were sort of ready to go, I guess. We'll just put the junk away, though. We're overflowing. We're also just about out. Let's just go cook it. As a matter of fact, we probably should get our food stacked back up here. We're going out to explore. Have the food to do it with. Let's see. We're eating these right now. These, we just made a whole bunch more of them. Tasty stuff. We got a whole bunch of these, and we can pick up 3 more. They're going to come off the grill here. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, Takish. You said it was 2 minutes. 5 minutes ago. All right. We get those, and we're on our way to wherever it is we want to go. I'm going to go look at... I know there are 2 projects I left undone out there. Just kind of, there's just a stub. We'll go do one of those. We really can't afford anymore to do work here at home, because the bigger we make this place, the more our frame rate suffers. Although the game has gotten much better in recent patches. Some significant optimizations are happening, because I used to get maybe 19, 20 frames sometimes looking through some parts of this. Now I barely ever see it drop below 50. So things have gotten better. And I don't know, maybe that'll keep going on getting better, but they've done, it's still, if I get to building out here and get the complexity of this place up, it really starts to chug. So I kind of can't build here at home anymore. I have to go out and find projects that are out at the other places. So we'll go out there and look at the one that I think was the other one I looked at. I decided on doing that change to the lake house. I looked at two, and the other one was here at the ranch. It's here. A ranch land in the plains. So I have to say that the most precious thing in all of Valheim are not build pieces, they are build reasons. There are reasons why you would want to have a build in a place. Things that, mechanics in the game you can serve by building some architecture. Build reasons, we call them. And this place fulfills like 2 or 3 really, really important ones in the game, and one that you should always have a place in the plains where you can grow the plains crop. Eventually you're drowning in flax and you don't need any more of it, but this stuff for a long time is barley, and from this you make barley flour, and for a very long time in the game the preeminent foods that you can produce are produced by barley, and so you need to have a barley farm. And so a place in the plains is a reason to build a place. That's a reason you would build a place in the plains, because you need a stable place to grow barley. And the other one is here in the plains, one of the largest tameable you come across at any point in the game up until that point. The locks are out here, and if you can build a place to put them, and my place is currently ailing, and I've only got 1 lox in there. I cannot currently breed them. So that's a way in which this build right now is broken. I'm aware of, and I haven't fixed it yet. We should do that. But this is the ranch where we are, theoretically, we would breed our loxen. Yeah. Here's the main thing that's going to kill you, being out. They're the guys that, if I hadn't eaten there, I haven't eaten actually, so I'm kind of, get that taken care of. You're out here running around, you haven't eaten, your health is 25, one of those things comes up, zaps you, that's it, you just died. So this is the entrance, this is the way you're supposed to bring the locks in. I see it's breaking up above, which maybe doesn't break my heart, because I'm thinking I'm going to have to break that myself. I haven't been able to get another locks through this door. I don't know how large that door's got to be, but so far I can't get a locks to run through that for me. Don't know why. It's like they're hesitating because there's something up above. And so I'm thinking I'm going to have to break that open and make like some sort of a wooden, bridge over top just to make that entrance ever larger. I haven't been able to get another locks in the place. When the place was smaller, I got 2 of them in there. One of them is still there. I don't remember what happened to the other. There were Babe and Apis were my 2, and that's, I believe, Apis. Babe is not there anymore, and Babe died, and I remember it came home and the place was all wrecked, and they got into a big fight with I don't know what. But I haven't had I don't know, tell the broken-hearted love story you like. It's either the husband who's been left behind by his. They're all saddled up. I can ride them around. I did breed 4 of these, and I saddled them up, and I took them back to the house, and they're kept in the big stables. But this is the place where I'm supposed to breed them, and this is supposed to be the place. It's like this is where you make little locks, and then you drive the little locks out as the new locks you're taking somewhere. But you got to have 2 of them in here to make them. And so far, I haven't been able to get another one in. So that's a problem. And we didn't want to come out here to build a to fix a problem. We came out here to build something new. So I want to go look at that. Now I got a distaste in my mouth for this place now because it's like, I gotta fix it. Forgot. What would that fix be like? Let's go just look at it a little bit. It's over here. So this wouldn't break my heart if this were just like I broke all this out and this were just like some stairs that went up. I have to change this window a little bit. But oh no, I have to change a window. Whatever will I do? But we gotta test whatever it is we're gonna do here to see if it fixes the problem. What's the minimum amount of destruction we can do that will serve that need? I guess. Even gonna look at the other thing because it's just gonna go, no, come to me instead. Our engineering brain is already caught in this trap. Let's see. Yeah, not interested. This thing up here, this is the stub. Oh, I see we're being attacked. Lovely. They get right in the house now. Yeah, we gotta do something about this. Glass in our windows, I think. They're growing pretty big around here. Where you at? Caught in the stairway. Right here. This is the other project. I just want something that just hangs. It doesn't have to be big and complicated, but it is going to involve that roof up there, and that roof is already kind of a train wreck. Never really thought about this roof back here except as a way to get the house covered. So it's kind of not the most beautiful thing. It doesn't really make sense. That thing's kind of cool. And everything from this way on out. I wonder if this place is worth trying to put tar on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'd need to go harvest up a lot of tar. Yet another project could be done out here. But we can't leave behind a problem that we know is currently affecting the functionality of the place. Let's go get some iron. It's the thing to do. Oh, we got plenty out here, so let's just get ourselves enough to cover this problem from all sides. We don't have to fix this problem again. I think I just grabbed enough. We're gonna go up. No. Nothing. We'll see. I'm hoping that upper floor might just be unaffected by this change, but for now, let's get our stone cutters in place. Put one on each side of this project, and it should cover us. Did I only grab 2 iron? Are you kidding me? I grabbed like 6. Need to use it. Just give me the radius. Can't believe I didn't grab enough iron. What was wrong with me? Now I'm going to grab only 2. You know, I was going to need more than 2. We'll get those things on both sides. I don't think there will be a price to pay in terms of support for these. I think these are not... They are supported, not supporting. Okay, they were supporting that at least. That's fine. If we didn't have those there, we wouldn't have those either, so... I don't know. We'll try to make sense of how much should we tear out before we start trying to preserve. Not loving this. But, by God, that ought to be enough room for a Lox to walk through, right? I mean, well... Let's just not leave any doubt in the equation. Okay, now we got the structure up above coming down. Yeah, maybe. I see the black metal there. We're going to be... We'll see what falls. And what will need to be rebuilt with a new iron support that goes up and over around. Probably through the columns. Ooh, I sure wish I could remember where I could keep a snap where those columns are. We'll have to rediscover that now. It's okay. not unrecoverable. The front of the building may change significantly in this as well, so it wouldn't. It's got a big, different like sort of structure up above. I do like those. I can't believe those were holding. I thought those went right down to the ground. They would just like they did here. I did the same thing in both those here. I can't believe that was holding them up. They had no support from down here? Really? Maybe I had just tacked them to the stone? I don't know. I don't know why these broke out. Do I have? Yes. I'm holding on to 12. What do we call this stuff? Black marble, right? Yeah, okay. It's the name. So, as of this time in the game, the authors of the game have not yet chosen to give us like a suitable mechanism that you could think of as a Lock's Gate. It would be a great thing to add. They added a drawbridge. That's cool. That would be, Lock's Gate would be sort of the same thing. I don't know, some sort of a portal that'll allow you to let locks in and out. For now, just about your only option here is to stand back there with stone cutters. And you know what? We put those stone cutters in, but I bet you we didn't need them because I bet you they're way up above. Now that I'm not sure that the stuff up above is actually not just going to fall in, I'm kind of glad I'm not depending on them, I guess. So we've got stone cutters here down on the... We expect that to be held up because we are raised earth here, so we are blue from jump. Right? Yeah. Everything up here is just super strong. But through here, we'll see how the rest of that survives. I don't think I ironed anything up here, so... Something's going to get involved this time, I'll bet. So which of this... this is Apis. Apis is the only one still alive, unfortunately. I got the saddle up there in a box. And we got a new one. I don't think I keep anything. This area is... I've never quite finished this down here. We gotta go put some stuff away because we're overloaded. We can't pick things up anymore. We probably want to get a couple of chests on site somewhere close by. Kidding me? We don't have any wood here. It's interesting. Interesting choice. It's probably some in here. We'll put up a couple of chests that are in the region so that we'll have a place to dump stuff while we're building. Let's put these out here in the middle. I hope nothing shit gets started and causes them to be smashed somehow. Stone, everything else. Those are... Surprise, nothing else has fallen. We have to go up there and analyze the structure and find out what we were getting out of this. That guy is green. He's tucked right onto... These are blue. That's why that held up. There was one, looks like if there was another one, it would have been hanging out here unattached, except by those two. That's right. We snapped those two off. That's when it broke away. We lost that snap now, too. Except it might be... I don't know. We gotta rediscover it from over here. Ugh. I don't like that I lost that. We're going to want to get that back. We need to decide whether or not... we don't mind there's a stone overhang up there. I was kind of hoping in getting completely clear of stone through this entire passage right through here. Because no matter what, any attempt to get a locks in here, I don't know exactly what the width problem is, why they will not pass through the gate, but I assume it's stone based. So we really need to remove this stone. That's why we're doing this, and that's why it's worth whatever we lose when we do this. We'll build the rest of it all in wood. See, we got roof falling now, which we deserve because we did not do this with iron before. Really like to keep this though. That stays. Yeah, let's go up and look around and see what the colors are turning. It's probably starting to look like a... look like a Mexican holiday up there. It's going to be a beautiful array of greens and oranges to reds. We're still going. Okay. This roof fell in. We'll be re-ironing. We're totally okay with whatever iron we have to spend to make this stable. Ooh. So this is where we're getting our stone, our forge from too. We should move that. We get that downstairs on the stone, so we do not lose the ability to work iron while we are doing this. I think this area right here is safe. Oh, I want to remove as little of the stone as I can, but I want to also ensure that I am immediately able to build straight up with wood from 1 meter above that. And we'll just do some sort of arching bridge kind of thing. I don't know. Hardly in a state to rebuild it at this time. Where would the iron be? I'm going to run it up from... would I get blue here? This guy is blue. He is... I think there is actual raised earth touching this stone from below. This would be an excellent place to begin doing iron. I wish I remembered what this structure here looked like at the other side. Wish I knew how that snap related to that one, because I think that's the same. Just trying to figure out where I want to put my iron here. I want to move it so that it goes... What I'd optimally like would be, well, the first thing we're going to do, because we're now going to be building down here. It's time to some access between these two spots. We're going to spend some time in each eye sense. We've got some... Yeah. Ah. Rats. Been a time since we set up a work site. Eat these. Okay. That's looking good. Optimally what we wanted to do, we were just about to envision the thing we'd really like to see is the iron to move right up through those two columns. Right up through the middle of them, but now I don't have any reference for how I achieved the snap for those and got them to be fully... Is it up there? Yeah. They're snapped onto these. I think. No? Okay. This is going to want to... Eventually we're going to be... This is exactly the problem. This jump is not makeable. We eventually want to make sure that we have some way to walk over this and it's graceful. It doesn't involve any of those. We have several problems simultaneously, though. Let's go down and collect up all our junk. And we need to test whether or not we've actually solved the problem prior to declaring it done. Of course, we would like to have some model of what we think is our final picture before we... this got to change for sure. Do I have a way to get a center of that guy? Let's see. I think that's him right there. Let's see if we can still get that same snap without those guys in there. That's what I want to make sure of. It's the dead center of that. Now, how does that relate to this? Because that's what we're going to want to... Trying to find a way to make this measure so I can duplicate it one cardinal point the other direction. Okay. What if we just expose that bottom and then ran one of these? I'll run that down. It's tearing a lot. I wish I wasn't tearing out. Is there any way that that matches? No. Okay. That's a bust. We're going to have an asymmetry here. I sense it. We have damaged the house. We, one way or another, getting the columnar representation back is like probably the most important thing. I'm surprised at how those don't even center. This one. We similarly have to tear away a bunch of infrastructure. Does it do the same thing? Give me my wood back. Building in too long. We're trying to heal a wound here. If these go this way, what do we wind up with? Same kind of deal, right? It's twisted, but it doesn't matter. I do this from the other side, does it kind of... there's no way of knowing what system of snaps I was using up above to make this thing square up there. We're all, the goal here is to find the point where that was. It would be somewhere along that point, right? It's up here. Some of this is undisturbed, so I should make sure to... Well, let's start our iron here then, I guess. It's on this, I firmly believe the center point is on this guy somewhere. It's not this side. Guarantee there's going to be 2 snaps here, yeah. That's not it. Is it a half meter further? But it looks like it's a little bit off, too. Yeah, it is. This is definitely, we're guessing here. Ooh, boy. We're gonna have to go on manual snaps before the end of this. Meanwhile, it's grown very dark, and outside is nasty. Since we're building now, since we're not rested, and we haven't eaten, let's go on home and get our stuff all set back up. How are we going to find that snap? And should we bring a whole bunch more iron out? Yes, we're definitely going to need to bring iron out. It means we're going to get... When we commit to deciding that we're going to do a large project in one of our other states, we put it on the line. Let's do that after we get arrested. And we drop off all the junk we're carrying. Good Lord. Oh man, some of that came off the roof pieces. We got to bring all that back. Yeah, we should just go back out there. Put them on the line. Just have to play back in my mind the direction I gotta do this in. So we put this on as that won't open until we go upstairs and we take it off the junction. We go, I think we're at 2 dots now, by the way, in our little language. Okay. When you go with 2 dots, when you go with your dots, the number of dots you think you're at, and it opens, you have to go through because it's likely you need another dot. Anyway, the iron portal, the stone portal, now takes us to the Vista. So when we decide that we want to bring 30 more iron out here to complete this job, which I think we do, we can do so. We came here to get that done. How much iron can we carry, though? I can go drop off a few things. I know there's a couple things we don't always want to bring back, right? These can always stay behind. Oh shit, except I'm overflowing. Damn it. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Free spot. So, we can go grab as much iron as we can carry, at least. I wonder if there's any downstairs. If there is, we're going to be like, oh my gosh, there's three iron down there. The last of the iron surplus. We are now digging into house iron supply. I don't know. We have 3 already. Let's bring 17, see if 20 more will go. Nope, sure won't. That's getting a little too much there. We can get 1 more, right? Okay. We'll bring all that iron then out because we're going to need that and more, I'm thinking. Okay, let's see. It's nighttime. We were also going to sleep the night away, as I recall. We failed to do that. Like a fool. Now we got iron. We can't just walk back through. Let's go drop that off. It's got to be just about dawn right now anyway. We got a chest out there where we're just putting stuff that's coming off of the breaking down wall because of the support that we've lost. Let's go. Do what we need to there. This. Put some wood in here because we're going to need it. There's got to be almost dawn, right? What's breaking here? Oh, this is still from where we took things apart. That's right. We hadn't managed to collect all that up yet. We get it all down here? Yeah. Okay. It's nighttime on the plains. We're walking around. Look at that. Can't have an opportunity like that. Just walk away. Yeah. Skeletons in those guys fight often. Oh, come on. Give it to me now. Yes. Thank you. That's what I was hoping for. Aw. Juked me. Again. Oh, look at this. Right, that was when I was really hoping for it. Right there. Come on. You missed. You too. That's a gold. Nom. Still, we just picked up a bunch of nuisance metal too. Let's go make sure that's ditched out here in the bleh. And we're keeping those. That was inevitable that we would pick those up. Okay. Any construction activity that we do out here is just going to make shit like that happen again and again and again. Because it's the middle of the night and we're on the plains. I see freaking eyes everywhere. This is in fact not just the plains. This is the plains where it abuts against the forest. Places where 2 biomes meet tend to just be violent places. What is this? It's a 2-star dwarf shaman down here. Thanks. He's badass of the biome. Okay. Like I said, any construction activity out here, and it's just going to be more and more of that. So, is it worth it at this point? We already spent 2 minutes wondering whether it was worth it to go back and correct our error of not having rested the night away, but let's just go do that. And maybe there will be some hidden blessing. We can get more iron. We can always, that's always a thing we can do. Because we were about full up this time. I don't know how much of it I'm going to need, but you should have a steady supply of iron that goes into your outside estates, because those are the places where you should be building. Can't build in here anymore. And we're full up again with garbage. Where did we get that much garbage? Because we went out in the Black Forest and just fought with monsters there for a minute. Right. We had feathers, and we were going to make a few more of those arrows. We didn't do enough of our chores before we left, see? And that's why we're back here already. Buff some of that, as we were. Yeah, give me another pile of them. Here, where I'm going to have to put those. I'm overflowing. Oh, and we got extras, too. This box, in particular, I call the swirling mass, specifically for bows. We have 2 swirling masses. There's the swirling mass for food. There's a swirling mass for arrows. We have gold to drop off. We are pathologically unable to put gold down, so that's always a problem with the inventory. These are stacked up right to bursting, so let's burst a little. And let's go drop fuel off. That will get us 2 more. And here's morning time. We did not ever need to go sleep. We worked the whole night away. Are we ready to carry out some of this too? So long as we're going out there to begin working, why would we not just have a big old handful of both of these? I got some over here, in fact, overflowing into these boxes. I don't know which stone I'm going to need on this job, but a big old handful of both of those two is not a bad thing to step out onto a project with. Here we go. Oh, and I have to remember, now we're on the line. So the trip is not that far. It's right out here. All right, get that going. Well, wood, why wouldn't we? And go out here and see what things look like in the daylight. It's not really on that line, is the problem. But I can get iron on that line. I think it blues. We did put we don't have the iron in our pocket. That's a big problem. We should have grabbed a bunch. We didn't. As usual, we did a stupid. Go get what we did bring, though. And in our pocket for this job is not going to go in this. We have 20. We're going to iron coming out from this guy. At the very least, because he's on blue. He's actually on raised earth, I think. One of these guys is that guy. He's got raised earth touching him. He's blued. Iron that comes off of that is as good as anchored to blue, I believe. So let's get an iron into this bar up here. It's going to catch a lot of places, even though I don't believe that the actual snap we want that replaces this stone column is on this line. I don't think it is. But if I can find a way to find it, I can throw iron up from that and it will still touch. It will still glue to this iron. It's about the best I can do. It means that, no, you know what? I don't want to do this. What I want to do is, I don't know if this is going to make the problem of finding the point any better or worse, but I think I want to go with an angle on this to start with. Remembering that the purpose here is to make height so that the blocks can come through. No. We're in trouble. Yeah. Okay. I don't mind if the structure in this one inside segment of the I don't know, what's the name for a 16-sided structure? That's what that is up above. And if this entire middle part of it was just different because it just had to get rebuilt up through there, that wouldn't be terrible. But it's not going to be like it was over here. If I did this, I would be free to find... If I found a new place to sort of just base these, I'd be free to put these columns on that. Just tear down the whole center and rebuild it. Maybe even so that it's got a little tower up above. It's okay if the structure goes boutique from what the rest of the shape was. In which case I can establish where these are. I can preserve one of them already. I can establish the other one as being damn close enough and build from that. Let's see if we can reestablish that situation, though. Put that right in the center. Let's see if I can put some of that back up. Let's just see if we can get that back down to the ground so that it's preserved. I really want to keep it. At least one of them will be right. The other one's going to have to, strictly speaking, be a simulation. These are they. Go, and one more down below. Which does not seem to be on. Why does that not seem to be on? It's okay. It's on. Okay. We have preserved one of them. Now we got coolings outside. I don't think I'm ready to be open to the outside. I don't want things running in here and upsetting the one locks I have remaining. What's this? We gotta go dig in and find out what that is. It's wood. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, we have screwed up again. Wow, I didn't know I was so precariously balanced. We just lost another one of those. Oh, I'm doing more damage than I'm solving out here for sure. Well, now this whole area in here is starting to be implicated. Wonder if I should just hit this with a little bit of preemptive iron. All this because that stupid guy is out there. There. I should have had that in over here. And didn't. I wonder if it would maybe be more obvious as to where that snap was from up here. Doesn't start there. That's a 1 meter, right? These two were not the same to begin with. Yeah. That's not the right place. I think. Depends. Let's see what these guys say. Yeah, okay. These guys say that's got nothing to do with it. I know that there is some snap logic, some place where the center point of this was, and it made into perfectly normal section all the way around. I no longer know where or how to find that snap. Got more shit that's wrecked over here. Let's see. Oh, wow, that's a 2-star. Make sure he doesn't hang around. He'll cause some trouble. Oh, boy. There's gonna be a giant pile of gold there. And nuisance medal. Trophy. Oh, and every time I see tar in my inventory, I get more and more alarmed. We will have to be able to get through this. It's just not acceptable that we cannot. Did not get that anywhere near a snap that had anything to do with that stone. This is telling me nothing. Cannot proceed if I cannot find a... Well, that guy had it, right? Do I have to raise earth? Let's raise this earth just a bit. Right here. I think. Raise it on the outside, because what I want to get is a... I think that one right there. That's reserved. That was on the very dead middle of this guy. Just like that. Except, was he turned? I don't know. We'll have to go down and see if it's right. I don't think that is. Okay. And he breaks immediately. Okay. Because there's no... we can fix that. We can get it to at least to hold for the time that it needs to. This does not say good things about it, though. It means that we need to raise the earth more right here. But we can get this guy on there now. We still don't know which way to turn him. I think he'll stay now. Now we run him down. Oops. See, there's the problem with having raised the earth. We need to put iron all the way through that, I guess. We said iron, if I get iron right through the middles of these columns, I believe that is the place where the column is. In other words, I believe I found the center of that. Let's just iron it up and commit to having, we're just going to spike this right straight down into the dirt. Dig this out until we can see it. We'll blue it up down here. I don't want to go too far underground or the algorithm will throw it back out at us. Now we raise earth here. Only to the point where we can get it decoratively to match up again. Is that right? I think it is. Yeah. So if that iron gets too far underneath, too much stone, it'll break off and pop out of you. But we would still have this. This sticks out and is going to stay. I think we've got iron through the center of that. We do not want to lose this. Let's put one on top. Couldn't hurt. We're just going to bring one good solid blued iron column all the way up. It would be massively redundant to put this kind of strength into a... Well, we don't need to go down that far. That's right. That's why we didn't go down that far. Oh, what does that say about our iron strategy? Bad things, I'm guessing. We're going to have to turn that in here somewhere up a better angle. So you can't see it from up above when we get this put back together. That's right. Okay, so let's go do that. I think I already did put an iron beam in there, but I don't think it's in the right place. I think I can go one further. Yes. Here, not here, there. Uh-oh. Did we just screw up? No, it's there. Okay. Oh, you just lose me sometimes. That's for sure going to be blued. I'm not taking that center post out because it's the only thing that saved my ass here like 3 times in a row. So I'm not taking it out yet. Yes. It needs to be replaced by a single stone. And it will have, oh, look at that, it's got iron already. Okay, we can take the wood out. We find surgery through here just to preserve this freaking point. And we still don't really know for a fact that this really going after a boutique snap here. I think that's it. You check that from below. Yes. Where did they come to? Oh, man, we're not even at the place where they should actually be yet. So we gotta go up. It's time to raise this earth. As much as we can, I guess. I think I've got a lot of buried iron in this project that's like not doing anything. We'll never do anything again. It's blue, right? It's blue. Blue iron. Best we can hope for. Now we run a single one of these, right like that. We believe that is our guide for popping the rest of those in. I think I can even get them. And it's ironed. We can bring that up into the ceiling now and take it over to the left or right. Just hide it inside the walls. We should probably put those in while we're thinking about it. I said, these are goofy boutique snaps here. Oh, I think I just went right past it. No, I didn't. Come on. You're in here somewhere. From this side. Except you need to rotate. Had it, but out 90 degrees. Oh. I haven't had to do this kind of fiddly snapping work in a time. There's probably a way for me to be sure about this, but there. Just see the face where it needs to go. Now, a new iron snapped right through the center of that, which I don't think I have any more iron for. No, I'm out. Oh, man, it's because I've got so much of it buried down in here that will never be used. Let's see if we can get some of it back anyway. Want that, and that back. Yes. Let's make sure we're looking good here. Yes, yes. What's this? Can we bring that up one more time, or do we already need to fix it really bad down here? I think it's about right out here. I think I should probably not mess with it anymore. Just flatten it out a little bit and be done. Put the grass back in. Oops. That was the wrong thing. We can get some of this iron back. That? Yes, that. That one too. Oof, boy, that feels bad. I want to go up there and fill that in just a bit. 1. I want to raise that 1. Doesn't feel right. There we go. Now it feels right. And I think that'll snap all back in. Let's go down and see how bad that is down below. Bad enough to survive. We're good. Now, let's paint everything back in. And let's make sure we're painting correctly this time. I want everybody to look like natural stone. I want a little natural grass growing here. There we go. Good. Okay, we saved this corner. But we know these two in the center are sacrifices. They're going to have to... We know where this one is. And we're going to use it for sure. And we are really low on health here. Let's make sure we fix that. I'm glad to have saved both of these. This one we still have to find a way to get back to. Or maybe we don't. This is maybe the only one we have to sort of simulate and decide. It can be based on the new structure that we build up above. It does leave in question the place where the center of that iron is, and therefore where this is where we got caught before, right here. We don't know where to put that. We don't know where to sink that into this stone to blue it. Well, what would it be if we... What if we just based it off of this? What does that look like it is on? Look, it's related to it at all. What about over here? What happened over here? It's night again. We're building on the plains at night. Like over here. Yeah, okay. We have this. Kind of in the same way in front and behind that it is on the other side, except mirrored. Let's do a little flattening here. I would say that would be... Maybe we just put the stone column in directly. Not bother with a wood model. Don't know, I'm about to commit a really terrible sin here. I'm going to go off into my own universe. You're really sure they're kind of similar? Go match up those. No. It's nowhere close to being aligned. Is this worth it? That thing is... This did not help me. So I'm taking that down. It's distracting me at this point. It's not real. At some point, we gotta build that stuff back up underneath. Gotta go up and get all our junk that we just tore down. Not pick that up. Full. I have nuisance metal in my pocket. Oops. The monsters outside. Because we're out here building in the middle of the night on the plains. Let's just go out in the field and vomit out our detritus. Oh, lucky spray on me. Okay, that's not detritus. None of this is detritus, except this. We walked all the way out here in the woods. We're going to not be able to get out of here without hitting 19 more of them. Oh, what did he tear down? Oh, it's just one of his dead friends, that's all. Kill it, I wonder. There's skeletons running around out here? Oh, we're just exhausted. We've been running in circles all night. Okay. And we still haven't decided how we're going to do that. I wish it would stop being non-stop combat outside. It just, I can't believe when you're playing the game, it does not feel like the day-night cycle is actually 30, I think it's 30 minutes total, right? We've got iron in our pocket. Okay. It's 30 minutes total, and it's 22 minutes of day and 8 minutes of night, is what I heard. It cannot possibly be true. Because it's always night in Valheim. I don't care that we don't. We should have went and dropped off stuff. It's okay though. What else are we going to need out here? More iron for sure. Go grab a pile. We should really do this after we sleep, but the comfort in the upper room up here, it feel like I'd like to get max comfort up here, but it'd be quite a project to do it. I think this area is comfort 14. It's pretty high in Valheim terms. It's not peak comfort in the upstairs bedroom where I sleep nights away if I ever have to sleep another way. Just a pain in the ass never being able to see anything. Back out on the site. Oh, we were going to grab iron. We didn't. Sorry, we don't need it yet. Forget so many things. Next time I'm back, I mean to harvest the honey as well. Nowadays, I instantaneously feel a great deal of contempt. We were out here just fighting aimlessly, stupidly last night, so we can stop doing that now. Although we've built the construction area up enough, I wonder if any of that out there is going to fade away eventually. Our current stupid task, which we are doing stupidly. Let's go out here and put some stuff away. Look at that, piling up here. We got any of that left? No, but we can put some of this away. We have to keep this black marble with us, and we'll just put gold in here because you can't put it down. Just let those pile. So I believe, maybe I'm wrong though. One, two, three, four. Where is that snap? I'm looking for the snap bait of this guy to see whether or not those were related. We just have to find a way to put a new column in here that we can snap the rest of the project to. And how much of this stuff's gotta go away? Let's think about that. If this gets like wider, then new roofing up above is going to be needed too. So maybe we base this guy's internal logic, right? So maybe we do this. This is bad. No. I don't like the snaps on these things very much. I dare not take that thing out. Cannot remember. I know where I know what the iron structure on this one is like. Did I put any iron in that thing down below, though? Is it all iron all the way up yet? No. None of it is. No. Don't like this. Oh, I wish I could make you move away. You're just causing trouble. As rider, I guess. Get some exercise there, big girl. I don't think I got that right there. I don't want to lose this column too. I wonder what happens when I put these back now. This is some very low-key building, I'll grant you. Let's see. Put that back together. So I don't think that either one of those snaps has anything to do with this column's location. So this has been, it needs repair, but I'm not getting any closer to understanding how to put that snap in down there. That guy isn't centered. Oh. He's not related to this column at all. That is iron. There's iron inside that guy. Should just commit. I didn't put that next one in because I decided I went down to go get the pieces that I sort of had sitting down there, and those were in the box when we went out to rest. That's right. There were 4 left. They should be in here. There were more than 4 left. There were 4 of the pile. I think we took 10. We only took 10 to begin with, right? So we've only used 6 iron total so far. We were just going to commit to keeping this guy all ironed up. That's going to be good iron. I'm necessarily ironing up from here, though, when it's the other one that really needs it. I'll try this again. Just see if I can find a snap that I like. I'm convinced it actually is the center of that. Feels like it right there. I'm going to snap in a temporary support just by hand that I believe is going to go back into the earth. Pull that guy out and get a bottom snap on this. This direction, I guess. Now we can just put the stone back. This is now superfluous. We get our iron back. We have to make very good and sure that we started that iron down below. We don't have to worry about it going forward. And come on. Come on. Where's that iron go? That's right. We get 2 out of each. How many do we have left? 1. Okay. We can put some of this back. This has been a terrible distraction. I'm just trying to recover these oh, look at that. We found some iron. Where did we... Why did we find iron in here? It's not right. It's twisted. Of course, we didn't really know. I just don't recall. Did we come out of this thing? What did we do? What kind of devilry is this? Anyway, let's get our thing put back. Be surprised to find it continuing up there, right? Or would we? Okay. There we go. Strange. Why was one piece of iron floating in the center? I don't recall what I did when I first walked out there. I just started slapping iron. I probably did it on camera. You guys probably saw it. I didn't. No longer recall it anyway. Let's see. What do we got here? Yes. Now we've got iron. Oops. Okay. There's the end. Uh-oh. It's okay. It's okay. We can't lose that column now. We've got it stabilized from down below. But we are going to lose a bunch of the roof that we were going to lose anyway, so. This is all roof componentry that's going to need to be rebuilt. Let's go put all the raw materials for it away. We should probably have a little bit of wood on us at all times. Okay. We need more iron, which I believe we still have a nice big pile of right inside. As I continue to hear my 5-year-old roof break away. 5? That's a dumb number to grab. Oh yeah. Now, one of the problems, I guess this guy is the only model I have for how to find a midpoint. Did I do that with this iron? No, iron's not on the center either. How does it fit over here? Does that look similar? No, it doesn't. I can actually see the edge of that stone. It doesn't seem right. Okay, well, this was dumb. I think. No, definitely not. Okay. I would like as little of that stuff out there to break as possible. Let's put this back in place. We went to the trouble of putting this down there, so we should get it in. Black marble do I have here? Do I have any here? Yeah, I got 50. Oh, no, I got 50 in my pocket. Yikes. I'm doing a terrible job of being a good builder right now. I do not recall how high these go. Is that right? Yes. Is that it? Well, how do they have to go? One more, I think. Oh, wait, where'd the iron stop? No, it was there already. Is that the end of it, though? No? I think it needs to go up one more, but I don't think I need to put one more iron up. It's going to be just about as effective. It would stick out the top if we did. Which I don't think you'd see from up above. I don't think. It's foggy now, so we can't be sure, but... Those two, the way it bisects with these two walls in each place might be a good way to simulate where to put it. Wait a minute. Is that it? That looks like it right there. We'll get the rest of the iron. We're going to try an ugly shortcut here. 9. Get me 18 meters. I am reasonably certain I will have the strength to. Let's get a little platform going up here. Hey, there's some wood. Is that it? Let's just run it down and see what happens. No. But I think it's not wrong. I think it is wrong, actually. The question is it right enough? And I don't think the answer is yes. No real way to simulate it, though. I think. Let's just see if we can snap. Do a top center snap on this guy. Let's see what happens. I think these all hang on. Does it look right? Does it look the same as it did there? Actually, it looks like you should be back and to the right just a bit, but then you get down there and, man. Was this 2 blocks? We do not want to narrow this space. Right now, this would be a narrowed space. Look at this. The whole part of the purchase point of this upgrade is to make sure there's enough space for the locks to pass through. Darn it. Why can I not get a... give me a snap. I don't know what I've done here. There. I knew it was in there. I don't think it's turned right, though. No, it's not. Moving that whole thing over. Yes. But its relationship to this stone here concerns me a great deal. It's just, I can't do that. It's got to go way over to the side. And it looks almost perfect up there. No, I guess it would have to sink back in. It's going to be showing way more of itself. In light of the fact that I want to move it, where do I want to move it? Here's where I want it to be. Maybe here-ish. I'd like to get that a little more well sunk right there. All that stuff that's breaking off over our head, that's good. It's good that it's breaking off. It needed to break off. How deep's that go? The last one? Yeah. Right here. We're just purely deciding we go by feel, I guess. Let's get this placed and see what it looks like. What was that one? No. Man, this could be... No, that's based on... Or is it? Is that it? It's gotta be it. Okay, more iron. I don't know a way to visualize this in terms of the... This is going to be sticking way further out, though. I think. I just have to keep trying it, I guess. Look how far off it is. Oh my gosh. Much different. It's crazy. It's nighttime, of course. And once again, building in the dark. Look at how far off they are. It's crazy how far off they are. What's that going to look like? These are just hanging, right? We can get these back. Just on the supposition that that thing right there, that end, somehow had something to do with where it should be centered. Which it didn't. That's going to be kind of crazy. Let's just put a few of these in place and see what we get. Yeah, this doesn't work. I don't think it's the right way. It would be nice to be able to see. So, look at us. Our health is down to 66. Dropping quickly. We haven't eaten. And let's see if we can remember. Is our comfort gone? That's down to 4 minutes. Rested, that is. Alright. Let's see, I'm still carrying around 26 that stone. Get her rested, get her repairs, her food back up. Often if we just do enough chores around the place, remember I said I wanted to come back and get the honey? We'll get the honey. If we do enough chores around the place, eventually it'll be a morning anyway. For the moment, trying to look up at that wall and figure out where the freaking thing ought to be is not going well in the middle of the night. Yeah, bees need more open space. Don't we all, bees? Crap. Flowing. You know how to handle that. Rested. Should we? No. There's got to be some other chore we can do, right? Until morning time? We're going to go grab that big pile of iron we keep saying we need to bring out. Any time now, Mr. Rested. Thank you. 11? How much more can I carry? Half that more? All of this. Yes. Okay. All of it will go then. Straight out the pipeline. We don't have a bed here or there, do we? No. Needs to be a multi-bed flame system somehow. I don't know how that would work. What's it look like in this direction? This is where we'll see the dawn first, and I don't see anything like the dawn coming that way, so. He's nearby. This is one of the flaws of my base, but it is the cost of having wild Valheim right outside your front door, which is something I like to have, but every once in a while, costs you this 60 to 80 seconds of your life you'll never get back. One skeleton. 2 skeletons. 3. Okay. Ready and rested. Not as rested as we could be, ironically, having just woke up, but we're not going to fret about it. We'll just head on out with our big pile of iron, which we finally did. Okay, look at all of it. There we go. It's dawn breaks here. The construction site where we can just not make up our mind. Now, way further back, way further to the right. Not way further back. Actually quite a bit of both. I don't like where that's going to leave it. Can't be done. We have to accept a loaf here somehow. I think I'm going to have to keep it the way it is. It won't look terrible down here, and it's about as much of a sacrifice of this open space right here as I'm willing to make. We should be able to do this from down below and have it be quick and easy. This is not going to look right up above. Hope I'm not doing just more damage to the house than I could ever possibly hope to get back. This feels roughly symmetric in this way, from this approach coming in. And the objective of the whole project is to get the freaking locks in here, which we should probably at this point test to determine whether or not they will come through this. Because if they don't now, I don't know how to solve their problem. So let's do a live animal test here after we get the rest of these in. We need more iron. Good thing I didn't go put that away. I'll be damned if we're not just going to have iron going up these all the way. That won't weaken the stone. Typically stone is... Your more common building pattern is to use stone all the way to the top, and then use the fact that wood snaps to stone as basically on all but the most weak possible stone. Wood will snap almost to blue, to a deep, deep green from any stone, almost. At the extremes, it gets a little weird. Oh, we don't have any more of that in our pocket, do we? Is there any more down here? No. There's 25 more up in the box up there. How do we wind up using so much of this? 26 more. Oh, I bet you there's some up there. Let's go and get that cleaned up after we do this. Oops. We had it right there. Gave it up. Oh, crap. Do we need to make a platform here? Stop being a butthead. Is it so red? Okay, it's not. Okay, those were turned right? We're seeing the same face the whole way. I guess that's not the end of the world. It's cut a little short for sure. It goes a little long on this side too, but I think we're back to the presentation that we want to preserve. Those frontal columns staying that way. From now on, what we build up above. Yeah. I seem to recall one of my questions here was there's going to be a drawbridge component I heard coming in the game. I wonder if that would be a good use for it right here. What would be my hoped for outcome if I had one out here? How much wood do we got in our pocket? 45, enough to model this up a bit, I guess. We go up twice. Do we turn here? We know how to do this. We're doing 2x. It's not a big thing. We do a lot of 2x. We'll see what that outer edge is shaping up to be like. Now, what if we did the same thing over on the other side? But we are really... Do we really have like an entire... 1, 2, 3. That's only 3 right here. Is that normal? A little more than 3. Something down here. What was it? Oh, yikes. What was that doing down there? Oh, we broke off a piece of that. That's right. We got to fix those. Is there a little pop right there? No. Oh, great. That was my hammer going, wasn't it? No? Why did I decide to punch the world there? Yeah. It's very noticeable in here. This is what we're seeing. There's only 3 here. This is probably not the place. Let's see what happens. I'm overthinking this a little. These should symmetrify on the other side. No. Oh, that's right. We turned. We took one step and turned. Now, I don't expect those to be like dead on. But let's get a look at what the symmetry looks like from below. We could extend it out the rear, I think, but I think we're going to want to. I think it's going to want to be a little wider. The roof is going to need to. We're not going to get roof coverage with the roof that's above this thing. That's why it's good that we have. It's going to mount to really pretty good stone right there. That's going to blue some wood. That level of stone, what I was just talking about was that stone can be at a very, very critical level. Like it can be like orange trending toward like into the deepening reds, and stone wood will still snap to it blue. When it gets super critical, when it gets right to the edge, when it really is only just barely hanging on itself, you will occasionally observe where wood snap to it starts out as like orange. But it's right at the margin. It's way out at the mathematical edge of the algorithm's calculation span. So let's see. That guy is a deep green. These are all going to go ahead and... Well, this is the guy we ironed up, right? Yeah, we got iron in him. It's got to get repaired from underneath. But he's ironed now all the way up. This guy I don't think we did that with. I'm not sure we need to, though. We've got iron through here. That was just kind of bonus, grabbing that up. I should do it here, too, I guess. Wouldn't hurt to do it here, except that I got to take that whole thing apart. And keeping where this snap is has been of some concern. This works out pretty well. Let's just see what it looks like when we... Maybe it's a 3 wide. Maybe that's... What is all this getting its strength from right now? So that's stone that's green with no support by iron at all. That's going to blue up these. Wow, that's a lot for that to be supporting. What is the front of this thing? How does it change? No. Let's get that piece out, because the thing we're doing that right now more than anything else is coming up with a model of the actual height of the wooden thing we want from below here. This is not a statement of design so much as it is a statement of we got to weather out to there. Not sure I'm going to want to keep that. I don't know what 3 by looks like. I don't work in it very often. Okay. These go... We can't get a single one of these that doesn't screw up the stairs on the other, but we can do halves on each side, like so. Do quite a bit of overlap. Just going to finish this out just to... Not that I think all of this necessarily stays. I don't necessarily believe that. I'm just putting it in because I want to get a sense for what it feels like. Interesting. I wonder if that gets big enough to do a whole sideways sheet out there. You have to, once you commit to this, you kind of have to keep using this. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I don't know. There's going to be some stuff out there. I could disguise that right there with a large, like a column or something like that on the front. Remember, just bearing in mind that we don't necessarily want to have, we don't want to bring it any further down below. Again, as a matter of fact, those two right there maybe need to go. Yes. This is enough of an imagination of the front space here give us an idea of what we want it to look like inside and whether or not a lox will now pass underneath it. That's the big test. Let's fill in the rest of that out on that edge. Which wood do we got? 30. We put stuff away. I think we're done with this for now. This we can put back. We got a bunch of it out there too. Iron, we'll keep some in our pocket for sure. The ones we can throw on the ground somewhere. I don't think these things right here are actually providing real strength for what's above. I could be wrong. I'm going to pop them because we don't want them hanging down. Whatever roof gets built up here, it's not going to be made like that. Yep, comes some more. Okay. That is our simulation of the amount of structure that needs to be outside. Now, there's a lox. We got to take this down. We got to make sure that we have enough stone in our pocket to rebuild this wall very quickly, because that's the thing we're going to be doing. Oh, got a problem. You don't want him around when the lox comes through. They get to fighting. Hey, you might die on. Jeez. Those things are crazy, overpowered enemies for the Black Forest. Oh, we just picked up all of his crap, which we don't want. Okay. Killed the bear. We threw all of the remains in the lake. That was very disrespectful. Okay. Let's put stuff away. Okay, this is going to be a problem. Because he's going to be hostile when he first shows up. So let's try... Oh, man. Let's move our construction site up here. We're about to have a hostile lox inside the building. It should be pretty manageable since he will be down below. And we've raised up the earth. Wood to make that third one, even though it was what we wanted. What can we bring up? This and this, for sure. And the wood. And a whole bunch more wood. And all that. It's all the inventory slots we have. He'll tear down this ladder too, but that's alright. All we need to be able to do is jump to it. Specialty stuff goes in there. This will be wood. Do all this, and I need to jump to move it all. So, jump around. Jump up, and get down. Let's see. I'll pick up a little bit of this so that I can build another more of these chests. Okay, we're bringing that stuff back because we are going to make a trip back. Although we'll give up the daytime. Let's just go ahead and eat our food. How much comfort we got? We're rested. We got 8 minutes. Yeah, it's enough to go piss a lox off, I'll tell you that. Doesn't take long to piss a lox off. We'll just go on using this as a place where all the stuff we carry, but we carry anyway. 2 boxes of that, or 2 full things of that. 2 full stacks of stone. Okay. I say this ought to be large enough space for a lox to pass through. That is a wide opening. I passed them through the doors on my home back at the Stones. That's why I didn't think there was a width problem. I continue to not think there's a width problem. I thought it had to be a height problem. So this is the model of what the outdoor should look like. Let's go find ourselves a lox to slap in the ass. Oh, it's a poor shot. That was also a poor shot, but I got him. How should I slap this guy in the ass? What do I have that will, like, not cause him a lot of pain? My axe. I can just go up and hit him with my pickaxe. Or, yeah, not very much of an axist. I don't only get one of these guys, though. I would like to make sure. Can we find one standing by himself somewhere? They don't have a way to piss off just one of them. I don't want to bring two in. I don't think. I would need a third archetype. Oh, look, one's moving. Yes, yes, move up further apart so I can get just one of you to chase me. Sneak up as close as we can to his edge. Yeah, his buddy's far enough away that he won't notice. I'm gonna go chop him once in the leg, though. No, I run away from you. Oh, yeah, got them both. Well, I'm sorry. One of you two can't come. I'm afraid it's you. In the future, we will wonder, what if the other had followed? If you are the great sire of a legion of Viking Loxen. Come with me now, though. There's a little frickin' foolings around here somewhere, too. I think these guys will chase you forever, just like boars, I think. Let's get ourselves ready to build a thing. No. These. Yes. Oh, hey. Come back. Oh, he done run off. Done RUN and OFT on me. Hey. Aren't you mad about the time I chopped you in the leg with my axe? Do I have to do it again? He was briefly frightened there, I guess. Come, fool. Come on, take a swipe at me. There you go. I should learn to be doing this. Oh, I need to be learning to do it better. Oh, yeah, not good at that. I need to do the dodge thing better. Come on, stupid. He's just wrecking the ground as he's going. Uh-oh. There's no stuff around here that's going to piss him off, right? Come in. Come inside, please. Yes, yes. This is what I wanted to see. Okay. Let's see if we've got the kind of stamina we need here. Don't really care what it looks like. It's just got to be thick enough to keep him in. It's all going to be torn down again. Go get him some food real quick. Yeah, get through all that, big fella. He will, though. This is good testing for the system that I've got in place that keeps him from being able to damage the home up above. Okay, one bad thing is that those columns will suffer the longer he sits there. We gotta go get him pissed off from up on the other side and come over here. We gotta get him to stop attacking the doors, that's for sure. Is he over there? Once again, it's the middle of the night. We don't know where anybody is. We're going to make 2 different piles of these so that there's 2 places they can graze from. See the angry one? Yeah, I believe he is. Yeah. That's Apis. Okay. We're just gonna, I don't want to lead him here. Come up, destroy that ladder right there. I don't care if you do that, dipshit. Okay. Now we have to basically just spend time here. Real quiet, like this. And as a matter of fact, I believe we go back on home for a little while. for just a minute, I think there is a thing we can get to bring out here that will actually improve this process a little bit. But it's starting to feel like it's that time of day. You come home and you get your shit all put away. Go throw a bunch of stuff in the trash. You brought home from work. It's all over your car. Then go put your keys away. The thing we want to bring back out there when we get a chance to do so. Let's see. We got some of that meat we'll put away too. I think we're not even piled up on that yet. Oh, we are. Never mind. Yeah, piling up. The thing we'll do when we resume this game is we will go there with a bottle of this. Brew of Animal Whispers. I don't know how many you need to do this, so I'm going to bring a large number of them. We're going to sneak on back out there at the pipeline, have a drink of one of those, and then we'll log off. And this will remind us what we're doing the next time we go to play. Do we get our rested? Yeah, we're getting close enough. We're going through. I hear a bunch of shit happening there at home, but I think it'll be fun. When you're not there, I'm often confused about the aggression that monsters will show towards your stuff. When do they have to stop? And so we got a guy down here who he's there. He is taming. Where is he? I just saw a heart come off of him. We're going to drink our potion. So now we are somehow way more attractive to animals. I saw a little heart, but I thought I saw it come from down there. Is he hiding right down below? Yeah, that's Apis. I don't know where he is. Oh, yeah, he is. He's directly below me. Jeez, they're remarkably sneaky for a Lox. Oh, yeah, look at all the hearts coming off of him now. All right. And this is where we'll end our love story here in the Neverending Build tonight. Having corrected the problem we didn't do the thing. We wanted to go out there and make it more interesting and evocative, but instead we just fixed a problem. Hey, this kind of work you sometimes have to do when the build never ends. And the build never, in fact, does end. But until next time when it resumes,